Hello, this is the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Friday, April the 4th. My name is Barry Anderson, and I'm the moderator of the Trade Ideas Trading Room. Here's the address to get into the room, and you can log in as a guest or use your Facebook or Twitter account to log in. Let's get right to the charts, and we have to take a look at the SPY because the SPY really is dictating everything right now. You can see right here that the SPY opened above the close of yesterday, and because if I go back, this is all this is the post market, and this is the pre-market today. So here's where the SPY closed yesterday. So it had a pop up in the morning, but the familiar pattern. We had an immediate sell-off, an attempt at a rally, sell-off, another attempt, and then basically fading all day long. I actually put an alert right here to see whether or not the SPY could get above this level. Thought maybe if it could, with any with a sustained trend, we might have a bit of a rally, but no. And also I put in an alert at this level to see if we could get a rally over this little shelf here, and not at all. So very difficult, of course, if you're going to go long. Very difficult for the bounce plays that I like. We need a catalyst in the market right now, and one of the catalysts, of course, is going to be earnings. Now, the quarter ended, of course, March 31st. So earnings will be, a lot of companies will be reporting earnings this month. I think there are only 37 next month or next week, but for the month, it's going to be something like 1,700 and over 1,700 companies reporting. So we should start to see a pickup, at least in some trends. I would hope. See some of the alpha stocks reappear. I mean, the stocks that are going to trade on their own, not so tied to the market. Obviously, if a company has good earnings or bad earnings, they'll usually trade on their own, and a lot of times they're going to drag their peers with them. So that's what we're looking for. I don't know what to expect next week. Again, there's not that many companies releasing, but certainly after that, we should have an earnings surge of companies. So I'm going to be very quick because, again, pretty boring today. Let me just show you the three stocks that I did trade today. The first one was Kellogg. Now, Kellogg, I had remembered from yesterday, and you can see it had a tremendous day. Really went against the grain. You can see it had a break right from this area here and a steady upturn. So really against the market. So when I saw this, I saw it came on my bounce alert, and I thought, well, maybe even though the market wasn't good, maybe it wasn't going to be like a stellar day because at this point, as you can see, the market was kind of following Kellogg's. So I thought, well, let's take the bounce play here just because of what happened yesterday. And so I took the play right above the whole number at 65.04. But I saw it stalling here. SPY, let's take a look at the SPY. Probably at that time it was starting to move down also. Well, you can I know it's hard to see maybe this little blue line here, but it was crawling along here, a little dip there, and I just didn't have a good feeling about the day. I just thought everything was going to start drifting down. So I took half of it out at 65.17, and for a small gain, I guess that's 13 cents on the first half, and I actually lost 5 cents on the second half. I watched it break down through 65, and once that happened, and again, didn't have a good feeling about the SPY, so I exited for a loss on the second half. J&J, Johnson and Johnson. Now, to be honest with you, I can't remember why I was alerted to this. It may have been, I do have a top list that's showing some strong stocks, maybe going against the trend, and J&J was doing that. And so when it broke 99, I decided to get into the play. And again, this chop area didn't have a lot of faith in the SPY continuing on. It was starting to drift down, so I just took some profit at 99.25 for a very, very small. Basically, I mean, I'm just breaking out almost even. So, it didn't really do anything. The market is still open as I'm doing this, so you can see it's just drifting down with the market. So, again, glad to get out. And the last one I did was BRMC, Broadcom. Now, you can see, in fact, this just turned, I'm sorry, BMY just turned. Now, I had been telling you, I think, in the last couple of days that I was kind of waiting for one of my 10-day low or my 20-day low to break top list because I've been concentrating, of course, on the bounce plays and also when a stock breaks its 20-day high. But I do have the reverse, which is breaking the 20-day low. But I was finding that I wasn't getting anything out of it. No stocks were breaking. So I decided to try the 10-day low break today. And I did get one, not that it worked, but I did get one. Broadcom broke at 3069. So you can see right here is this this turned from white to this orange color, just like if you were watching this BMY turned when it hit when it hit 5016. And so when it hit 5016, and you can see the price is 5011. So I'm looking for a break down, of course, of 5016. So as we're speaking, it is going down. So Broadcom, once it broke down through 3069, I got the alert and I took the trade at 3064. In retrospect, it had a little decent little pop down to 3050, which is the low of the day so far. Put in this big. I didn't sell though. I was hoping that it would just keep drifting for the rest of the day. It didn't. Basically, it didn't. I watched it go up. I held on because even though SPY was going up, I just didn't have a lot of faith in the SPY continuing going up. So I thought it might drop down. I held on even through all this. By rights, I should be really selling it when it gets back to the 10-day low, which was 3069. But again, I sort of stubbornly held on because of the SPY and watch it go down. Thought maybe it would start to drift again. Up here again, I held on and I finally exited right here for a small loss. I covered, this was a short, of course, so I covered at 30.66 for a 2 cent loss. And, you know, it really didn't do anything. I mean, what I was hoping for right in this level was it would just continue all the way down, at least to the whole number. So even though the market was weak and I had this is the alert I was waiting for, it still didn't really work that well for me. So you can see this one is actually starting to BMY. Let's just see what it's doing here. If I had have, yeah, it's 5007. So it's coming into the whole number. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on Monday with this. I may have to take a look at this on Monday because at 5016 it broke its 10-day low, and we'll just have to see. But you know, generally a lot of times these things will get stuck right at the whole number. So that's it. I mean, really, all we have to now wait for is for the earnings season to start again, to give us a catalyst, to get us a bunch of stocks with earnings, to at least have those stocks start moving, so they're not in just necessarily lockstep with the rest of the market. So let's just bring back the cover sheet. Here's how to get into the trading room. I hope to see you on Monday. Hopefully next week brings us a little more of excitement and good trading on Monday.